Hello and welcome to Drawing for Subs number 34, and in this video I'm just kind of showing a piece of the art process that I was doing for the last request I did, so that's pretty exciting, kind of a behind the scenes of exactly what went into making this drawing. But instead of talking about how I really need subscribers and stuff during this video, I instead wanted to talk about something funny that happened last school year. So in case you guys don't really know a whole lot about what happens in my school is very small. We have less than 300 students and it's K through 12. And before you say, "Oh, she must live in a really small town," I actually live in a very large area, I would say. So, yeah, it's just a really small school. And it is kind of interesting because every single year I get a lot of different teachers, and that probably doesn't sound interesting to most people who go to regular sized schools and have a lot more teachers to choose from. But for someone like me who, there's not a whole lot of teachers, the junior high and the high school share one hall, so the fact that I've gotten so many different teachers over the years is kind of interesting. So anyways, last year I got this science teacher that I had never taken a class from before, so I had no idea what to expect. And I really wasn't sure how she was grading my papers, so I was really curious and I decided I was gonna find a way to find out. So the kind of papers she gave us was basically just a lot of like read the stuff, answer the questions, not super complicated, but it made me think of this thing I read a while back that said if you're not sure how closely your teacher is grading your papers, just insert the word potato in there every once in a while and see what happens. And if your teacher says something, you laugh it off, and if your teacher says nothing, then you have your answer. So I was like, okay, and every little while I put the word potato in and nothing happened. So I was like, okay, we're gonna ramp it up. So I started putting potato in like every single paragraph, and eventually it was like, well, I potato think that the potato amount of potato molecular mass is potato 3.14, whatever, and it was just potato, and nothing happened. It was actually really funny because at one point we had a friend peer review our work, so we had to just turn to our neighbor and be like, hey, read over my thing and tell us how you feel. And it was really funny because the guy next to me just kept circling potato and saying, "What is wrong with you? What did you do?" And still, I turned it in, my teacher said nothing. And finally, towards, I don't know if it was the end of the semester, the end of the year, my mind's a little fuzzy, but finally at some point she graded it and she circled potato and she just wrote in big letters, "Potato?" question mark. And I was like, ha, finally she noticed it. So I came to her later and I was like, I can't believe this happened. And she was like, yeah, actually I saw the potatoes for a while, I just didn't really know what to say. So, we had a good laugh about it. But yeah, if you guys don't know how your teacher is grading your stuff, put potato in there and see what happens, and if nothing happens, put it in more until something happens.